We don't have any music, by the way, Mac. God. All right, we're rolling with it. We're doing it live. All right, and we'll do it live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to That Checks Out with Damon and Ted. I'm Ted. That makes him posterific. I don't know, something about his posture.
I'm trying to sit straight.
Now, I noticed that Mac over on his corner bookshelf over there has a spine.
Oh, really?
You want to go get that
We
out?
should compare.
Yeah.
Yeah, see how I'm sitting.
Yeah, it looks a lot thinner than you.
Max says,
'Cause it's just
that's
bone.
a huge steaming pile of posture. Yeah. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. Hey.
All right, a little behind the scenes. We haven't recorded since 1906, so I have no idea what's going on.
You know what else? Let's do this too. Behind the scenes, we seldom record the week of. Okay, we really don't. This is coming out the Monday after Easter.
We used to.
We've
grown up in our that checkout outing.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. But fun fact: this is happening really only about 72 hours before it comes out. That's pretty solid.
Right, it is. Everyone, just in case you're wondering, it is Good Friday.
Right, we're about to make it a great Friday.
Someone wished me Good Friday Day, and I was like, oh no, Jesus can't even help me today. It's just regular Friday.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
Just regular Friday.
You feel a shoulder and a hand on your shoulder, and it's got. He's like, listen, Ted, it's just gonna be regular Friday for you. It's Good Friday for everybody else. So, hey, we do have a sponsor, though.
We have a sponsor. Is it a real one, or is it going to be something about eating nacho chips out of your helmet or something?
Okay, it's always a real one. And
sure it is.
Oh, Mac has it ready.
Behind the scene. Yeah, we've been here for a while.
Yeah. All right, go ahead. Let's hit the sponsor.
Sunny Ocean Park with the latest
Get your left
craze. It's sunny.
Or you could pause it. You know, whatever happens. It's still too low. See, you know what's weird is maybe it was linked to the music. You think? Because this huge pile of posture. Oh,
is this something else? What's going on?
That's not us.
Yeah, that
might need to be cleared off.
That's a free one.
We're here in Sunny Ocean Park.
So, for everybody at home, this is what happens. By the way, we're going to be pausing. Tell me when we can pick up again, Mac. Okay, so here's our sponsor of the week. Are you ready?
With the latest craze. It's sunny.
Still too low.
Snackies is the all-in-one, go-anywhere snacking solution that's sweeping the nation.
Pause.
Now you can have your drink and your favorite...
He's working on volume. You can't pause and volume. You can't have two responses from one man.
Just give me a button over here. I've got a button with 16. I got a board with 16 large buttons.
Yes.
Another looks like, I don't know, 25
Can we ever
smaller
push those
buttons.
just to see?
These other ones? I don't want to touch them.
Okay.
He gets mad when we look at the microphone weird.
Right.
And I'm practically filleting it.
Yeah. Right.
So here's this thing I've actually seen this
so you're
in
familiar.
person. But my thing, for the people that don't know what the Snackies, it's literally like a snack cup on top of a cup and a straw goes
It looks
through
like a Yeti cup, kind of.
Yeah, it looks
with
like
a snack cup on
sport
top.
cup with a little cup. Like this is like a little dish that you would hand, like Cheerios to your toddler.
Right.
About that much. My point is though, it holds less than a tiny 50-cent Frito bag.
Gotcha.
It's literally like,
oh yeah, you can tell.
Yeah,
you can tell. But
yeah, and it's all in one hand. Yeah, because it's barely anything in it.
Right. Yeah. All right, go ahead, hit play.
Sweeping the nation. Now you can have your drink and your favorite snack all in one hand.
4 Doritos.
Snackies really is the ultimate snacking.
Hold on.
Yeah.
What this seems to be a product for children. There was a solid 3 seconds where it was a woman using it.
Yeah.
And they'd cut off her from her knees down and from her neck up. And it was just her in a bikini.
She was in a bikini, though.
Yeah. It was literally like, look at my boobs, sell you this snack cup.
Yeah. Pop.
Look,
you know what's weird?
Look
No
at my
hands.
cups, sell you this cup.
Yeah. You guys see the top pop by itself?
Yeah, there was. There it was again.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of them, I guess. So this must be somebody's mom getting ready to give him a snack, right?
Hi, Mom.
Hey, so now today our sponsor is MILF Cups. And that's where we're at.
Yeah.
Go ahead, hit play.
Snackies really is the ultimate snacking solution. Now you can have your favorite drink and the snacks you love all in one cup.
Pause.
Snacks
All
easy.
in one
Okay.
cup.
The mixture they just showed was saltine crackers on top and orange juice on bottom. Listen, if that's your choice, all right. I don't know if this cup is your biggest problem. How do
Right.
do you really go? How do I get my saltines and my OJ at the same time?
Well, the thing, now you're like, I need that OJ. I can't whistle. I just ate 11 saltines.
I don't think it holds 11. You might have
Well,
4.
I guess.
4.
You're
Yeah.
right. They should have gone with oyster crackers.
Right. The small ones.
Same
right.
flavor.
Same flavor.
Smaller.
Yeah.
Smaller form factor.
And you figure the ratio because you're putting square in. I mean, you're gonna have to crush those things, right? You're basically eating them like you're putting them in chili.
If you're already in
Right.
oyster cracker size, you don't need to crush them.
Right.
They already come in crushed saltine.
But here's what I have noticed. Okay, now you have it in a cup. Everybody flips the top on the cup. They put their hands in and dig out their snack. It's in a cup, bro. Just tip it.
Yeah.
Just tip it.
Tip it real good.
My thought is because the straw also runs down through the snack.
Right.
My thought is that if you were to tip this, you're going to be wearing that OJ. Okay, so you're still not going to be whistling, but you're going to be wearing that OJ. Go ahead and hit play.
With Snackies. Sealed lid keeps snacks fresh and clean. There's even a cap on the straw.
There's a cap
so
on the
spills
straw.
are a thing in the past. Those chip bowl
Oh, there you go.
disasters,
That's all zip route.
never again. Kids
Pause.
mess in the car.
Pause.
He's in his house.
Okay, and you know what they said? The chip bowl disasters. Here's the problem. We already went over that with the thing that goes over your thigh. Remember, we went over that.
Right.
Okay, how do you go from a chip bowl, okay, which probably holds a bag of chips, like a full bag of family-sized Doritos,
Correct.
to I have 6 Doritos in my cup. I am now satisfied.
And is his couch one of those 4D like amusement park rides? Like, is it going anywhere? It's not going to tip.
No.
He could have an open container on your couch.
Right. Yeah. You know what you could do? Get a full-size cup and hold the bag. Okay, you don't need to. Eat right out of the bag.
He's alone on a 3-person couch. There's a seat right next to him.
It's obvious he's a loser. He's by himself. Okay, go ahead and hit
And
play.
he's bought a cup for children.
Yeah. Well, now they're showing us the back seat, which everybody that has little kids, their back seat looks like this. I get it. You ever feel like a scumbag? You take your because you're like Mac, but you take your seat out of the back in front of somebody, and you're like, holy crap, I got to vacuum this car.
Yeah.
You know, and people look and they're like, I got kids.
Well,
yeah,
I do. I'm not saying everyone in my family does.
right. Some people are like,
That's just what it's like.
yeah. You know what's weird? They take it out. They're like, Dad's got to vacuum this car. So go ahead and play.
With Snackies, it's clean and easy. Perfectly sealed, so no more mess. No dirt, no bugs, and
We're
no
back to
more
bikinis.
sharing the
Come
chip
on.
bowl
There's
with gross
so
gross.
many boob
It's
shots in this
Yeah.
commercial.
They should call these
Every time, what's weird?
booties.
Every time someone's in a bikini, there's no face.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what's weird? Is they're like, hey, could you ladies hold this?
But
yeah.
they cut to a mom and a dad and a child in the next scene. She is also very well cupped,
Yes.
but we can see her face.
Yeah, we can see her face because she's the mom. So these girls, you know what? Do I see any wedding rings? No wedding ring there. See? So these are single ladies.
All right.
So single ladies like the snackies.
All the single ladies. All the single ladies.
Hey guys, here's a pickup tip. If you have a car full of snackies, you could probably get a hottie. All right. So how do you do that? How do you get a hottie in the sacky? Get some snackies. Huh?
To be fair, if you, I'm not even gonna say it.
Go ahead and play.
Why aren't they showing that?
bucks and no more sharing the chip bowl with Grossy Gross. It's breakfast
Wait,
on
well,
the
hold
go.
on.
Pause
it.
Pause.
No more. I'm gonna try to dance around this as much as possible.
Yeah.
That looked like a couple that had been, at very least, looks like they're in their late 40s, early 50s.
They appear to be a couple.
And if they're married,
Yes.
and have been married that long, parts of them have been in each other's mouth.
Yeah. So the Grossy Gross.
Yeah.
Now I will say.
And she was very like, "Oh my God, your hands!
right.
That guy's hands have been places."
Well, but the other thing is, seriously, they're talking about chips. That guy licked his finger like he was going to turn a page and then got a chip.
Well, okay,
Good maneuver, bro.
that is true. Anyone that licks if you lick your fingers and then touch like pages or paper, or
I do it all the time.
Money,
I do it all the
That
time.
makes sense. You are dead.
You're like, there's a profile we're looking at. He's across the table from me. I do it all the time.
Now, if you really want to talk about being a scumbag, he's right here.
Yeah. Go ahead and play.
Gaming can be a disaster. Snackies controls the mess.
I love it.
Party in a cup.
Dishwasher safe
Pause.
with a lifetime.
Pause. Okay.
What you want me to say?
Okay.
Quality a cup?
Koala
Koala cup?
potty in a cup. Potty? It's a potty.
Potty in this cup?
Okay. Yeah, sir. Stop sitting in the cup.
My girl likes a party in this cup.
Yeah. Okay. You got an old man standing at what looks like probably some kind of kids game. Everything's going on behind him. He's like, it's a potty in a cup. Go ahead, hit play. Hey, it's dishwasher safe.
Guaranteed. Perfect after a workout.
There's another one.
At the game.
Perfect after a workout.
practice, even on the road. Snackies go everywhere.
We're
Okay.
here in sunny
Go
Ocean
ahead.
Park.
We're done. Here's the deal. They had probably because I know you were looking down at the end.
Oh no!
Three more
I saw it
bikinis.
all.
Yeah.
But also, I like how the whole time, like I know you ripped this off from online because our sponsor couldn't send us one in time, so you had to go get this.
Right. That's how it worked. Hey, good call.
Yeah, no, but I like how they put like the 2000 version of the Stanley Cup. And for literally like a minute and a half, I was like, oh, you mean that cup people overpay for? That's what you're talking about, not the hockey trophy. Why does it say that chair is not included with Damon and Ted?
I don't know.
That is not the name of our podcast.
I don't know, but I love it. I love it.
Max, do you have any reference of this?
No.
You're the one that put it on here.
You know what's weird is he goes, there's a check mark.
He was like, it's blue. It has a check mark. It says Damon and the other guy.
Yeah.
Ted Ellipses.
Yeah. That chair's
not included.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got to tell you, it's Jerry's artwork. I guarantee it. We got to figure out.
I mean, we record every 6 months now, so I don't remember what we said last time we were here.
Yeah, but we're going to have to ask Jerry. Hey, by the way, leave that up.
Find the regular logo.
Hey. So what's weird is he knew. He's like, how long before those guys notice? I'm just going to put it up there because it's blue and it looks like it should be there. So, all right. So anyway, we want to thank our sponsor, Snackies. And if you're looking to get some hotties, you better get some Snackies because that's apparently, by the way, if you don't care what their face looks like, because apparently either none of them signed the release and they're like, look, we can put your hoots in there without a release, but we can't put your face. Okay. We can't use your likeness, but we can use your hoots.
Your hoots are goods.
Your hoots are goods. Yeah, it's all good. So
your face is not Ace. That's what we're saying.
Your face looks like Ace. That's why we're not using it. Okay.
Miss Vaughn's got a face like an ace.
Like an ace. I know from experience, dude. But anyway.
No, you don't. Yes, I did. I'm gonna get another one because you're
gonna get in trouble.
Did
you get a text?
Yeah.
You got a text?
I got a smile and then an angry face. I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah. Okay. So which one is it?
That's a very mixed message.
Which one is it? Yeah.
That seems like, whoops. Sorry, I'll try again. You know what I'm saying? He gets it. He gets it.
Yeah.
It was dark. I didn't know.
I don't know. I hit an emoji. So, all right. I have this week I got called out because it looks like Chuck's gonna go to prom, which I thought would never happen. Okay, because he just didn't want to do it. Well, he's got a lady he's talking to, so they're going to go to prom together, which is cool because you want to see your kid dress up in a tux, which it's going to. We bought a suit. So he's going to go. So I'm telling the guys at work, and
I'm sure that's riveting.
So no, I just told him. I said he's got. This is my exact words. I go, he's got a new squeeze, so he's going to go to prom.
Oh, new squeeze has he?
So here's what's weird.
You're taking her down to the sock cup, maybe.
So the guy I'm talking to goes,
have a little chocolate malted.
My God, how old are you?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was implying.
That was the response. Okay. And I put, look, I'm talking to you. Okay. If I was talking to him, and I honestly, like, if I was talking to him, I'd be like, so Chuck rizzed his way to prom, no cap. Okay.
Right.
That's how I would talk.
And
if
he
I
would
was
still
talking
be like, how old are you?
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. My chip off the old block's got a new squeeze, everybody.
Did I become like a 50s radio announcer?
Yeah, can we pull out a DeSoto from the back? Yeah, I want to give him a good ride to the prom.
Right. That's what it is. Get on your Sunday best, kids. We're going to prom, you know? But yeah, that was the response.
Little dabble, do ya?
So my thought was, do you get that? Like when you're talking to people where you go into our era and you say something, and again, squeeze might even be before us.
Oh, I believe it was,
I get it. But I know when I was growing up, one of my dad's best friends, he'd use that word all the time. You come around and be like, oh, you got a new squeeze, huh? So it just stuck with me because I heard it.
There's a guy that's older than us. He's like, when you have to go on a long trip, he's like, oh, that's a big scoot.
Oh, really?
Not a phrase I use.
No,
but I got exactly what he meant when he said it.
Right. But
that's a long scoot. Oh, I don't know if, are we talking about the same thing? Oh, you mean the drive here? Yo, yeah. Then yes.
Right.
I don't.
Yeah.
I guess.
I know. I don't know that I know what scoot means.
No, we were in the era where we would talk about we were going out with someone.
Correct. Yeah, you were going out.
We weren't dating.
Yeah.
We weren't.
You might even say you were an item.
Yeah.
Are you an item?
Right. But
yeah.
I don't even know if we would say boyfriend and girlfriend oh, they're boyfriend. Like, no, they're going out.
I'm going out. Yeah, we're going out.
Which is so weird. It's so vague.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
To the store?
Where are you going? Yeah.
To the sock hop? Where is it you're going?
To the sock hop? But yeah, so again, immediate challenge. And you know what's weird when I said it is when it come out of my mouth, I did one of those, ooh.
So there was a guy that we knew, our friend Julian from high school.
Yeah.
He moved to Champaign for a while, so we would hang out. And there was a guy that worked at the radio station with him named, his first name was Stacy.
Okay.
But he went by Gans. I think that was his last name.
Okay.
But we picked him up from the radio station, Julian and a couple other guys, and we were going to go out. And he's like, hey, before we go out, let's swing by my place. I need to change my top.
Okay.
Right. And everyone, literally, I think the car itself scratched a record. The car's like muffler came around the front, put a record in the hood, and went. Yeah.
Yeah.
I went, what?
Yeah.
He's like, immediately he was like, shirt, I meant, no, he's like, no, we know what you meant.
So
You said top.
age-wise,
Oh, he
to
was our
us.
age. Yeah. I think
Our
he was
age.
Our age, maybe year or
Okay.
two difference, give
Okay.
or take. Yeah. But I was like, that looks like a fine top. Do you need to go put on a blouse? Right? And he's like, I get it. I messed up. I'm like, no.
No,
this-
you don't know the level.
I don't
you
know if
messed
you know
up.
this.
Yeah. Yeah.
30 years from now, I'm going to tell this on a podcast.
Yeah, you have no idea.
You don't
how
even know
bad.
what that is. It's something that's going to put you out of business because people don't listen to radio anymore.
Right. Hey, Mr. DJ, guess what?
Guess what? We got to go change Kansas top. Hey, everyone, new top for Stacy.
That's where you top it all off. You're like, listen,
I can't top it all off, huh?
Yeah, I can't call you Gans anymore
Yeah.
because you have lost that credibility. You are now Stacy to
Oh,
me.
we were just like, get out of town, bro.
Stacy's top has got to go. And it's like, what are we doing? You know?
Stacy's top has got to come it off.
Yeah.
He wants to change before we go to find a squeeze.
But you know when he said that instantly.
Oh, yeah.
In his brain. And
Yeah.
that's how I
his
felt the
mouth
other day.
was still forming the word top while
Yeah.
his brain was like, no.
He did the what's the Ralphie thing where he's ooh.
But I hadn't said fudge.
But I hadn't said fudge.
But I hadn't said shirt.
Yeah, right.
I had said top.
I had said top. I would rather say fudge. Right. You know what's weird though? Imagine if he put fudging in front of that. He's like, I gotta change my fudging top. You're like, hold on.
Oh,
There's
if
a lot
If
wrong.
he would have said stinking, I cannot stand the people that say stinking instead of the F word.
Right.
Just say neither one.
Yeah.
If you don't want to say the F word, I respect it.
And that's okay.
fine.
Yeah.
And it does have a place. I don't like the people that use it all the time.
Right.
It's too much.
Yeah. Which by the way, I mean I paint pictures with it. I understand.
But
yeah.
like, oh, it's so stinking cute. That doesn't compute
No,
for me.
That's not what it is.
Is it a turd?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
I've never turned around and went, man, that's cute.
That's cute. It smells.
I wanted to use that. No, now when I see a baby picture and someone shows me, she's so stinking
so
cute.
I put this on the talk a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I came home. I was informed that the dog was being a butt, just being a real butt.
Gotcha.
Sometimes I've even told, speaking of old school knowledge, sometimes I've been told the dog was a pill all day. And I'm like,
a pill.
yeah, okay, grandma.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I don't think my parents use that,
No.
But so I go upstairs and into my bedroom, which has one of the when I say cleanest, I mean the less cluttered floors. There's not
Least cluttered.
There's not a lot of furniture. Everything is along the walls except for the bedroom.
Yeah. A lot of open space.
Yes, there is a giant shit
Oh, really?
right inside the door.
Yeah.
And it was big but broken up. So I couldn't just one scoop it. I had to get like a couple trips to the toilet.
Right.
I mean, I could have guessed, but I didn't want. I get this. Did not want to get any on my hands.
Yes.
So I go downstairs. Like, hey, do you think the dog was restless because he had to go to the bathroom? Well, he was out a lot of times. Did you watch him go to the bathroom?
Right.
Because I saw it.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even here. Oh, well, just the other day, I was like where I sit at the kitchen table, I can look out and see the dog in the backyard, and he got let out. And I was like, wow, man, he really had to go. Like, what? He went to the bathroom a little while ago. Well, you tell that to that cable that just came out of him.
Yeah.
Because that was a whole log, bro.
Right.
That was a whole tree.
What
that
did
just-
he eat when he came in?
Yeah.
What did he eat when he came in?
Did he? I was like, literally, it was like he just, like actual Johnsonville brats just came out of this dog.
Yeah.
And our dog is not that big.
Right. That's
See, Matt gets it.
yeah. Oh,
They were full on, like, not hot dogs. I'm talking full on sausages.
So-
and a couple of them. Two tree.
But so like if you get woken up, you're getting up because otherwise you're cleaning up a mess,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Yeah, I did that. So 2:45 in the morning the other 2 days ago, and Lilo climbs up between me and Nicole in the bed, and she knows we're sleeping. So what's nice is she doesn't get ignorant.
Now you
But-
must be creeping.
Yeah, but she does. She creeps up between us, and then I open my one eye because I can hear her.
That was a clip from Cool Dads.
Yeah.
Available on YouTube and Spotify. Go ahead.
But what's cool is she then, because normally when she talks to you, she does a real deep, she does that. She's doing this. She just makes a couple noises. Like, hey, anybody paying attention? So then my eye opens and she's like, she's honed in on me. And then she won't like come right in and start doing the full licking, but she, like right next to your ear. Like I'm right here.
This is still Lilo, not
Yeah.
Nicole.
Yeah. I was going to say, yeah. Well, that's because
I'm already in trouble. Might as well.
yeah, I was gonna
Just
say.
keep digging.
Yes, she did. So anyway,
Yes, it did.
but what's weird is Nicole goes, go to sleep. I'm like, here's the deal. If she goes to this much trouble, what she's saying is, look, you can continue to sleep, but someone's going to clean up a mess.
Someone's going to stand in a turd.
Right. So now I may go downstairs where there's no carpet just because I'm nice and thoughtful, but you're gonna eventually step in something because it's dark.
Your dog's nice. My dog will go off of the tile he's on to
Yeah.
throw up on the carpet.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I will push him so his face is like over the tile.
Yeah, he
He
turns
still,
back.
Yeah, he will still pretzel himself.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Good move.
Did you go down and
Yeah, I took her out. I'm not even kidding. You know how they go out my front door.
Right.
She didn't make it to the sidewalk, dude. She was going to the bathroom. She was squatting. And I was like, awesome. But then I'm up.
Oh,
I'm not going back to bed.
I've been up since 1:30 this morning.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I feel you. Mac, while we're on this subject, I need to ask you a question. How do you the popular dip that goes with tortilla chips?
Queso dip.
How do you say it?
Queso.
No.
No, not that one. The other one.
Dip.
No. It's made with
Is it-
vegetables.
Yeah, with tomatoes and peppers.
Salsa.
Salsa. What?
Yeah.
Why is that so? I
don't know.
I want your buddy to sit here, listen to the
Hey.
way I said it, the way Max said it. Apparently, we got a text saying that
Yeah.
everything we said, like punchlines and jokes, wasn't funny. It was the way my white ass Midwesterner said salsa.
Salsa. I don't know how
Did
you
I
said
say
it.
salsa?
I don't know how you said
Because
it.
sometimes I will do that.
You might have.
Just to be like,
You might have.
just to be goofy.
Yeah. So, Grafe, I'm going to need another text.
Yeah.
And let me know exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if this made your day as well, you're welcome. You get a little shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out his name for me, please.
Huh? Oh, Justin.
Justin?
Yeah, but
Okay.
I call him Grafe. That's his last name.
Okay.
So yeah, but yeah, it's just funny because he texted me. It was sent that to me. Just hey, happy Easter. How's everybody doing? La la. But he's like, I got to tell you, and I screenshot it and showed you. It
Yeah.
makes our day
Has
when
he
people
seen
do
me?
that.
Yeah, I'm pretty white.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
It wasn't news to me.
I believe I referred to you as white bread in my text back. I go, yes, he is.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
All right. Let's do some fun facts.
Fun facts.
Ted is white bread. All right. Second fun fact. I did not know this, but I've read this in 4 different places since I stole this fun fact. All right. Walking through doorways creates memory lapses. Were you familiar with this?
Yeah, that's why when you go in a room,
Yeah. Explaining
No.
why you often forget your purpose when entering another room. I have done this so many times lately.
it's like a psychological like break from where you were
Yeah.
to now you're in it. Even though it's your house,
Yeah.
the whole house is your house. You
Yeah.
walk into another room, your brain's like, new place.
It's
Hey,
when we
Now,
get this room.
for you, it's probably like, whoa,
Yeah.
what is happening? Now, there's a person I work with that is worse than you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they came. We were talking about printers, and a brand of printers is called Zebra. And
Okay.
Another coworker said, "Hey, why don't we have another Zebra?" And I'm like, "Are you from the British Isles?"
Yeah. I don't know. Let's ask Debra.
It's Zebra over here, right?
Yeah. I don't understand.
And I explained. I was like, "That's because we say Z, they say Z. That's where they get those letters." And then
Right.
someone else came up to ask a legitimate question. I'm like, "Excuse me, I'm in the middle of having a very serious conversation
You need to find out where that came from.
about zebras,
Right.
right?" And that person went, "Oh, I love zebras," and then started going on. Wait. They would wait.
Were they playing along?
No, they would wait. I mean zebras, and they went into a whole story about zebras. And then after I let them go for like 3 minutes, I'm like, by the way, you came in here with a question, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I forgot." And like, and you're welcome. But it was literally, I mean, you could do that to this person all day long.
Yeah.
Sometimes I stand up and be like, "Did your parents drop you off, or is the UFO just parked somewhere and no one can see it?"
Right. Yeah.
And I was like, "Can you breathe our oxygen, or is that what your problem
Yeah.
is?"
When do you go
And
back to Melmac?
the other people in the room, yeah, really. Should I hide my cats around you, Gordon?
Right.
But literally, other people in the room would be like, it's sort of like whoosh. But yeah, it's amazing.
But you know the same thing works though too when you put a song in somebody's head, like when they walk up and you just start humming something or you start singing, you're like do 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 do, and they're like, oh, I know that song,
Yeah.
and then they come back in a half hour later like, I hate you,
Right.
You know, you're like, why are you semi-charmed?
Everybody I hate you.
Yeah, right. It's exactly what happens.
Yeah.
So by the way, anybody listening right now, when
Yeah.
you start singing that song the
Right.
rest of the day, you're welcome.
And when you say salsa later,
Yeah.
you're welcome.
Salsa.
Salsa.
But yeah, I just thought that was so weird. So I steal this, right? And I go, hey, that's my new fun fact, right?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, the internet knows. And so like there's all these stories about how this happens and scientifically, and you walk in. But
maybe they thought you forgot. He walked through a door. Remind him.
yeah. Yeah. So what's weird is I'm doing a project in my house, which is upstairs in my bathroom, which is the farthest point of my house.
Wait, is this like an actual project? Or did you have to poop?
That's a constant number 2. I've just
Yeah.
been working on it. So anyway, it's a no moment. But anyway, I keep going from upstairs to downstairs. I get to the door to go out in the garage, and I go, damn it. And I have to mentally put myself back in the bathroom, right? And then look around and go, what was I doing? And it's so weird because like I teleport myself back up there. Otherwise, I got to climb my fat butt back up the
My
stairs and do
coworker
what I do.
Steven did it. Literally did it. Walked in
Yeah.
because we used to share an office, and I got booted.
Yeah.
But I'm right inside a doorway across the hall. So he walked in. He was like, "I came in here for a reason. I don't remember what it was." And he walked out, and he came back in, and he was like, "Yeah, it wasn't important. I remember what it was, but it wasn't important. So I'm not even going to waste your time." I'm like, well, you kind of already have.
You just did.
So let's just
You
get
mean
it
more
out.
time?
Now, you said you went down to your garage. Now,
Yeah.
I want to ask. We're on the topic of pronunciation. if Macaulay can say if he's put the part of Canada that says garage.
Oh, I have heard that.
Some people in Canada, they say beg for bag.
Yes.
And garage.
Yeah.
Get out.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Yeah, I don't, just stay up there. Stay up in your northern territory. Kulu, kulu.
Yeah. Cuckoo. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Take off, eh?
Yeah. So, fun fact number 2. Onions were worshipped in ancient Egypt because of their spherical shape and concentric rings. They symbolized eternity. They were even buried with pharaohs as they were believed to represent eternal life. Now,
God, this tomb
this tomb
stinks.
is rancid,
Right.
you know?
Is that decay? No, it's just a bunch of onions.
Yeah. You know what's weird is he's got like Listerine.
Yeah.
There's a bottle of Listerine right next to him. He's like, I don't know that he was eating them, but he took a whiff just in case. But yeah, so
it'd be great if like they found like we went in and they found like just like maybe a couple of weeks later, they just for some reason like, hey, forgot we need to go back in, and they found he was alive, and he's just kill me. I literally have been I've been living off these onions for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I
and
don't
just onions.
Yeah.
I would like to die.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't have death by onions. I was trying. I could not make it happen. So, but yeah, I just thought it's weird that they worship them. You know, it's like, okay, I want to take those to the afterlife with me for eternal life. All right. This one here, I guess I believe it because I read it on a fun fact page.
Oh, okay.
Frank Selleck, not Tom's dad, but Frank Selleck, an 88-year-old who narrowly survived a train crash which killed 17 people, being blown out of a plane which killed 19 people, a bus accident which killed 4 people, 2 car explosions, being hit by a bus, and narrowly avoided being hit by a truck, went on to win the lottery. He's the luckiest man alive.
Ooh, I don't know about that, bro.
You know what would be great is if they said shortly after, hit by a bus. You know what I mean? Like he cashed it in and walked out. Woohoo! Bam!
Right.
Gone. Here's my deal. I don't think. Now, I will say, anytime you live through one of these, you know, if something happens to you and you're like, oh man, today's my day, I should buy a lottery ticket. That's like a saying. I don't know if it still is, but I've always said it, and I used to hear it when I was younger. Okay? But you're 88 years old. You lived through all this stuff. You made it to 88. Dude, win the lottery at 88?
It
That's
does
not
sound
lucky.
like Alanis wrote that song about him.
Right. Yeah. Died the next day.
Yeah, right. Thank you. We got the same thing.
Yeah. But my point is are you really lucky if you win the lottery at 88 years old? I don't think you are. How much longer are you living at 88 years old?
Right.
Okay. You know who's lucky? Your kids.
Kids, yeah.
Okay, your kids. Or your cats.
Well, I don't know. You might be able to buy some of those snacky things and get some of those headless women to come over.
Oh, that's what you could do. Yeah, you can do. What are you doing? I'm gonna sack some. I'm gonna
snack some sacks. No,
Yeah,
that's not what I want.
I don't think that's what
I
we're
said
doing.
that wrong.
Yeah.
I walked to the store and I forgot exactly what it is I wanted. Give me a minute.
Correct. You know what's weird? I got thrown off by the feet under the door when I walked in. So, that's Mac. That's his.
Still, to this. How did you not know there was a door there? I don't know. There's a giant shower curtain hanging in front of it.
Right. By the way, still needs to be ironed. So we talked about that a couple weeks ago.
Which is weird because the one behind you is pretty crisp.
Yeah. Oh, same behind you. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of weird.
You're right. It's just the one that. Oh, I do. It's the one that the door access one.
Yeah, that's what it is. So many people come in and out of there. It's just it's ravaged. So, but anyway,
you know what's weird?
Yeah.
You would think that in this room right now it would be steam straightened.
Yeah.
Because I don't know about you.
It feels like July.
Right.
And it's April.
Yeah. I'm glad I wore jeans.
By the way, what was the over-under when
Because
I
you know how
walked
you
in?
hate wet jeans?
Yeah.
I really hate wet jeans right now.
Yeah. What was the over-under when I walked in? 2 seconds?
Yeah. I was like, how long do you think it's going to take me to complain about how hot it is? You're like, 2 seconds? Mac's like, probably faster. Literally, immediately. That was his immediate answer was, probably faster. And then you walked in and you said something like,
I walked
on your
across,
mind.
coaster.
Well, you walked,
yeah.
Yeah, you literally were like thinking, this is the thing, you were thinking about Mac's stuff, which was already something must be wrong with you today.
Yeah.
You walked in, you're like, hey, where are your coasters that we used to use?
Yeah.
Here in the other studio,
They were readily
the studio
available.
prior to this.
And
We've used them everywhere. And he's
I
like,
have coasters.
Well, he's like, coasters. And you're like, yeah, this water bottle is already sweating. And he's like, sweat. Coaster.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, all of a sudden he went like Beavis or
Yeah.
something.
You
like
just give him trigger words.
Cornholio.
Yeah. You just give him trigger words.
And
He's
then,
like,
so
boom,
you got
fire.
your fire. You got your immediate needs taken care of, and then you immediately like the way I'm going to be because this room is hot.
Sweating.
And I was
like
like,
I'm going to be.
And I was like, Price is Right rules. I win
I win. Yeah.
because I was closer without going over.
Yeah. You went $1 back, but you didn't win.
Yeah, I went $2, and he goes, I'll bet one.
Yeah.
I could go with any other time increment. I'll go the one that's below it.
What's weird is normally,
that's a safe bet.
if I didn't have a sweaty bottle, by the way,
No.
now
I don't
coming
want
to
to
the
know.
stage. Now coming to the stage.
Now coming to the stage. A sweaty bottle of cinnamon.
Yeah.
S-Y-N.
S-Y-N. Sin.
Sin old man, baby.
But no, if I did not have a sweaty bottle, that was the first thing I was going to say out of my mouth.
Oh,
he
for
would
sure.
have won.
For sure.
He would have won.
I expected you to say it on the stairs up.
Yeah.
Like
Good
just,
God, man.
Yeah, you just turned the one landing and you go, whoa. What is happening here?
And Mac's like, Heat? What are we saying? We got money right on this.
We have got fictional money ready on this.
All right. Hey, I have a TCO WTF with TED.
Oh, that means I got to read everybody. No, I don't. Do I read this one?
Oh, you're reading.
I forgot.
this. Yeah.
It's
You're
been
reading
so
this.
long.
It's been 3 weeks. You forgot the rules.
All right. Am I reading straight from the X here? From here?
No, read the bottom. Yeah, read that. There you go. Yeah.
All right. I'm just reading the top. I'm trying not to read the body because I've been told don't do that.
Understand.
But the first sentence is already, you're already getting me.
Yeah.
Fart on my son's turtle. Woman for man. I think that's what W4M means.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
52, Southeast Portland. Age 52, body thin, height 5'5", if you're metric, 165 centimeters. Happy New Year's, everybody. I'm looking for someone to fart on my son's clothes and briefcase. That's not a turtle.
You get to it.
I'm just saying. He is out drinking, so I need you to come over ASAP. I will have sex with you after you fart on all of his stuff, including his pet turtle.
There it is.
And everything in the fridge.
Is the turtle? Okay, stop.
No,
You think there are turtles in the fridge?
First off,
Yeah.
this person is be like, hey, I'll go down on you after you have like pink-eyed everything in my fridge. After you have butt blasted.
Yeah.
Have shit sprayed.
Does she
Everything
have her
my
own
son-
fridge?
No, she starts with briefcase and then moves to fridge. Is her son Alex P. Keaton?
But what I like is she swipes across turtle and she puts
Right.
turtle in the headliner. It's like, hey
Right.
man, maybe.
Fart on my son's turtle. Now that already sounds like, whoa.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, let me know if you're able to fart on command. Someone who does a bathroom and drives over unwiped goes to the top of the list. Someone who does a bathroom. And she still wants to have sex with them. This is what I was saying a second ago.
Right. Yeah.
Wants that dirty swass butt.
Yeah. That's what she's doing.
Clapping her cheeks.
There you go.
All right. Here we go. This goes to the top of the list. This one goes with dedication to the top of the list. Comes out from Sun Turtle Fart.
This goes out to Turtle Farter.
I'm a lady in my 50s, attractive and single. I promise to take very good care of you if you do this for me. Thank you so much. Now there is a disclaimer. I don't know if you got that far.
I did.
There's a disclaimer at the bottom. Do not, in all caps, do not contact me with unsolicited services or offers. If you are not serious about farting on my son's turtle,
That's what I'm
I want
saying.
no part of this.
Yeah, look, don't try to
Sir.
sell me a Buick.
Sir, I am serious. I am a hot 5'5", 52-year-old woman willing to go down on you inches away from you have done a bathroom
Yeah.
as long as you spray my son's turtle thoroughly.
That's what's happening.
Top of the list.
So I didn't know if
This
this was
one's going to the top of the list with a bullet, everybody. This dedication goes out from my son needs a fart on his turtle.
Did you see this coming or did I?
No!
I got you, right?
From the title, I didn't see it coming. It starts out. There's 3 places where it says fart on my son's turtle, fart on my son's turtle. That's 3 places.
Now,
Still didn't get to it.
You can read where you can see it's actually from Craigslist. This is an actual thing.
I did not understand that this was a please, while my son is out, come over immediately. First, actually, drop a deuce.
Right. If you can.
Poop a deuce.
And then can you do this
Then
on
come
command?
over here immediately, and I need you to do that right quick so then I can take care of you sexually.
Yeah, before he gets home.
If we get home.
Before he gets home. But my thing
Because
is,
I need you to come and go.
so when you went to the fridge,
He's not even. Are you listening to any of this?
No, he hasn't.
Macintosh?
you know what he's doing?
She wants him to fart on her son's turtle and then have
Hey,
relations.
get off Craigslist. It's in Portland. You're not going to find the lady, all right? I can
She
see a
wa-
screen.
She wants no unsolicited.
Yeah.
Speaking of, all right, can we go on? There's a comedian who used to be in Chicago. She moved down to Texas. She put a thing on. She was like, hey, my sister, I think her sister's son has had a lot of medical things and it has a GoFundMe. And she said, if you donate to the GoFundMe, I will be grateful. Actually, take that back. If you donate at least $25, I will give you a spicy pic that I was going to give to someone I broke up with.
No
and
way.
Then the next thing on in her IG stories, her Gram stories, her Insta stories, you swipe one more. It's like proof. And it was, hey, I sent it. She sends a little pepper. And then it's a pixelated picture. You can't see anything, but it's like, here it is. And then all of a sudden, the next picture is like 75,000 people that are donating $25. And I was like, smart.
Smart move.
Smart.
Wow.
You know what she doesn't have?
Why?
Any of my money.
Right. Yeah.
Like, hey, kid, I might have donated to you because I like to support comics and their causes, even if it's comedy or anything else, but I can't get involved in that.
I'm not getting on the porn wagon. Right. It is what it is.
But if I send it in increments, like if I just send like $10 at a time,
right.
Am I safe?
Right. Yeah, I was going to say, how do I not get the money? How do I not get that sent to me? I'll send you $24.95.
Yeah.
All right.
$24.95.
Sold to the man who doesn't want pictures. All right. But no, when I saw this, I thought the title alone, okay, when you look at Craigslist and you Google stuff, okay?
Yes, it's a good point, sir.
Yeah.
What did you Google to get this?
What did you get? Right.
No, what did you Google?
Oh, no.
How did you get this?
This was one of those,
No, he's like, no. No, I didn't.
We do not question me.
No, I didn't.
Okay?
Your Honor, this has nothing to do with me.
I'm going to need Wade what? Okay?
My attorney, Mr. Mason, will let you know that it has nothing to do with me.
Correct.
I'm not on trial here.
Yeah.
It's the people that put this on Craigslist.
Yeah, I am researching for a podcast.
Yeah,
okay?
Good point. Who is she expecting to find? Oh, you know what I need to do?
Yeah.
I need to get this on Craigslist. Double ASAP, because I need someone over here. Single ASAP.
Yeah. How many times do I need to write fart on my son's turtle to get somebody's attention?
All right, I need to title it. I need to subtitle it.
Yeah.
And then I need to put it in the first sentence.
And you know what's weird? Her son's at the bar and going, hey, you know what? I should see if anybody else has a turtle. And he goes on Craigslist and he's looking for a turtle. And he's like, damn it, Mom. You know, but no, I thought this was wild that, again, the promise she's making, if you do her a solid, or not a solid, do a solid before you come over, whatever, you know. I just thought that was very odd. Anyway, I got you. And I know I got you that time. I have a hero. And I'm not going to do myself this time. All right? You don't like the way that came out.
I don't know. No, I don't know what it is anymore.
It's the red one. All right. Woman arrested for shitting on boss's desk after winning the lottery.
Okay. Wait.
After.
She won the lottery. Now
She won a lottery.
This is how she is.
She left a steamer.
This is her resignation letter.
Correct. Now, had she been willing to go at a turtle, she might have been able to double down.
That's a good point.
She might have been able to double down.
Would W for M?
Yeah.
Would she W for W if she knew that this woman
Possibly. I mean, think about it. You know, but for your boss then to come in and be like, "Oh, she must have won the lottery." That's what people at my place would say.
I just need to go back and go do a bathroom.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Do a bathroom. You know what? How do I clean this up? I don't want to say take a dump. I don't want to say after you crap. Do a bathroom. You know? So, is that under remodeling? Are you doing a bathroom? No, I'm not doing a bathroom. But no, that's actually what she wrote. That's why I said, when I read this all the way around, I thought, you're going to...
You know how hard it is to read these when that's the stuff I'm dealing with?
I understand.
My brain is like, that's not a sentence.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Mac's still looking. I see him on Craigslist over there. It's in Portland. You're not going to find it.
Was it Southeast Portland?
Yeah. Come on. Does it give a region? What do we have? How old is that? But anyway, so if you win the lottery, I guess you have bail money. What kind of statement are you sending where it's like, if I win a lottery, I'm just not going into work. I'm not going to go in and clean my desk out and then clean myself out on somebody else's desk and then take off and go home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not going to happen. And especially, here's the deal. I'll show you the picture. If I see her jump up on somebody's desk, I might be like, no, I think she won the lottery.
I'll be honest. I jumped up on a desk today.
Did you?
I did not poop.
No? Didn't have to go,
I was just like, hey. So there's a desk that is, if you leave the production area and go back into the offices, it's an L shape, and usually the L is clear. So usually what I will do is I will Luke Duke over the hood of it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and some people have even said, hey, look, he's doing the Dukes of Hazzard thing. And we nailed it.
You got it.
Right.
Yeah, got the reference.
Right. So today, though, I was coming the other way, and then that's towards where the person's sitting.
Okay.
So I just jumped up on it, and they were like, what are you, Spider-Man? I was like, no. It was just here. I just thought I'd jump on it. Jump on it. Boom. Boom.
What's great though is you didn't strain a muscle because we're late 40s. You got to be careful. Did you stretch first, or you just went right in cold?
No, I just go right in cold.
Nice. So let me ask, if you now, Mac, you don't work for anybody else right now. Imagine Mac wins the lottery, comes in and craps on his own desk. You're like, okay, how's that work? Would you ever think about doing something that ignorant to somebody? I would not.
No, I did see, like you said, the internet told you about the doors. It's weird that 3 times this week I got a meme where it was someone who wrote the resignation letter on toilet paper. They said, this is how I was treated at work. This is the...
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
This is the quality of paper I feel I need to write this letter on. So it was
So it sends
similar.
a message. Sends a message.
Sends the same message, but cleaner.
Right.
No, I don't think I would ever ever do a bathroom on someone's desk.
Wouldn't yeah. Wait, do a bathroom? No, but
That's what it said.
yeah. But I guess aside from I have bail money, this and that, this is, I mean, because that's kind of.
Oh yeah, it's assault.
It's assault. That's why I was looking for the right word. This is going to be like a felony, right? Like this isn't a misdemeanor. This is probably like a felony.
I guess it depends on how many Johnsonville brats come out of you.
Yeah.
Oh, only 2?
That was one. It was one
So
steamer.
that's aggravated.
Yeah.
It's aggravated, but it's
Look,
not a felony.
I went a little bit on Rhonda's desk. I went a little bit on this desk. So you can't add them together.
Yeah.
That's two separate.
Now, to be fair, leading up to this, did she go into the boss's office and go,
Yeah.
and let the boss know, like,
Yeah, he's like,
I'm
go to
not
bed.
happy.
Yeah. And
You can continue to work as you're doing and not and ignore this situation. I'm just letting you know.
but
you're going to wake up to a turd.
Yeah. I'm going to crap on your desk. Yeah.
You will find a turd in the dark. In the dark.
He's on the phone in his other ear. He's, he's like, hold on.
Somebody eat onions?
Was there Pharaoh in here? What do
going on?
What do we got going on in here?
Rhonda? What was her name? I just made that up.
Yeah, I don't know what her name is.
Okay.
It just says woman. So
That's smart. If it was Florida, we would have known
yeah.
first, middle initial, last name.
Florida woman. We're like, okay, there's got to be more. We got to search this story. But-
Florida woman, Debra.
Right? Yeah, Debra.
Debra.
It's Debra.
Now,
that's what it
here's
is.
the thing. I don't know about you. I have different varieties. They're not
Yeah.
all the same.
Right.
Some could be sold at Dairy Queen. Some could be sold at Baskin Robbins.
Right.
If you get my point.
Right. Understood.
Some could be sold at the hot dog park.
Yeah, you might get 2 scoops.
Right.
You might
That's what I'm
get.
saying. That's-
you might get a shake.
That's ballsy.
Yeah, you might get a
if,
shake.
If I think I would prefer 2. I would either prefer the one where it just goes everywhere.
Yeah.
Or the one where you're just leaving a very long. You're like, is that his entire colon?
Yeah. What is that?
Is that his entire small intestine?
Is there a crayon
where's
in
it
there?
been
When did you
hiding
eat that
at?
crayon? When did you eat that crayon? Yeah. But no, I mean, realistically, that's not how I would celebrate a win in my life.
Celebrate good time. Shit on the desk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but like I'm saying, like you don't wanna-
Arrest aside.
You don't want to leave rabbit turds. Is what I'm saying.
Right. No, yeah. If
Yeah.
you're under the pressure, so you jump up there
Yeah.
and then you get gun shy because everybody looks at you.
Yeah, it's just
and
a
you're
couple,
like, now I can't
couple
go.
of peanut M&Ms.
Yeah,
like,
now I can't go.
No,
Yeah.
dog. That's enough for me.
Yeah, it's not. Look, if you
That's legit. Like, bruh,
if you shake the dangleberries, that doesn't
Yeah.
count. You got to actually.
you got to soil that.
You got to
desk.
do something. You know.
You got to work 2 more weeks.
Listen, there's somebody coming with handcuffs. You're gonna want to earn this. Okay.
Come on.
See, now you put the song in your
Yeah,
head. So
dude.
we went there.
I put it in my own head. That's on me.
But realistically, there's no way that that's a celebration. You know what I mean? Like again. Right on his desk.
On his desk.
Right there. We saw her.
Right over there.
We saw her. The cops get there and they're like, where's my party people?
Hey, not cool. This is an open office. We all got to taste that. We all eating that.
I'm going to lunch. Yeah.
Did you eat a lot of tinned fish this
Yeah.
week? What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing? What are you doing?
You
That's what
couldn't have
happens.
eaten like pineapple all week or something?
Somebody
This is gross.
Somebody comes in and they go, did somebody just
Ah,
heat up
you-
fish in the
you're
microwave?
like,
No.
I
can taste it.
Hey, I'm just going to tell you now, I'm just going to tell you now, you might want to stop smacking your lips.
Yeah.
Stop trying to get more of it in your mouth.
Yeah.
Why are you talking to tight lips? Because I don't want to taste it, you dummy.
That is a steamer from the Cleveland region. I'm just letting you know what's going on. But yeah, again, we're I think we've agreed. This is not. There's really nothing that would make me do this.
No.
Could I?
And I have had some serious, like.
I know I've had bad jobs.
Oh, no. Bad jobs, yes. But I mean,
Yeah.
I've had some serious finish line photo finishes situations.
Right.
But I've literally, hey, you know what? I'm going to throw myself off this cliff so I don't have to like poop in front of all of you.
Yeah, that's
know what I
just
mean?
how it goes. Yeah, it's how it goes. Right. So
Hey,
how did he die?
How
He
much?
wasn't gonna poop in front of
how
me.
much for that DeSoto that you're going to take to the prom later? Because I need a private spot pronto.
Someone's got a new squeeze. It's me. I'm holding it.
It's me. I am squeezing.
I am pinching for my
life.
life.
Yeah.
Yes. It's really for life. For life, Timmy. For life. So, all right, let's do strange stories. You ready?
Strange stories.
We actually have a strange
Yeah,
story.
there
Okay.
you go, Dave. That's for you.
All right. 7 emotional support tigers seized from a Nevada's man.
I thought you were going to start singing that Prince song.
Yeah. 7
Yeah.
emotional support tigers seized from Nevada man's home. Okay.
What?
Emotional support tigers.
If you need more than one of something, they're not supporting you emotionally unless he rotates them like underwear.
Well, either that or do you think that
Monday.
imagine if you get an emotional support tiger and that tiger is so weak and feeble, it needs its own emotional support tiger.
But then that one,
and then that one Now you're in like a multiplicity type thing where, like, the carbon copy.
Doug, you know what happens when you make a copy of a copy?
It never turns out.
It never
clear.
turns out.
Yeah, it never turns out. So meat number 4. I like pizza. So, but that's what you're getting. But it says an emotional support animal can be a valuable companion to people living with disabilities, mental health issues and other problems. They are not wrong.
I hope whoever called it in didn't know that there were 7.
Yeah.
And then just like
turns around
and another one and another one. And they're like, all right, DJ Khaled, how many of those you got in there? I got 4 more.
All I do is win. I don't know.
All I do is win, and another one.
Yeah. Or, he's like, there are 6 tigers here. He turns around and he goes, and he's like, there are 7 tigers here. So, but it says a helpful pooch or cuddly kitty may be just what they need to get through the day. That said, there are people who push the emotional support animal program too far. Too far is 1 tiger.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you're flexing it. By the way, because emotional support animals, and listen, if you need one, I'm okay with it. All right. It's the people that go, I want to take my dog everywhere, or the people, honestly, I had people come to me and go, I just need to go to the doctor and prove I need this because my landlord won't let me have a dog. But if I need an emotional support dog, I can have a dog. And it's like, okay, that's kind of pushing,
Real good.
Yeah.
Just so everyone remembers, it has been 5 years since Joe Exotic, since Tiger King.
Yes.
That guy, 1 tiger was too many.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
you can't take care of them.
And GD Carol Baskin, also just one of hers too many. What are you doing with 7 tigers?
7. Well, you're emotionally supporting
You're feeding
yourself.
a lot of tigers.
You're correct. Yeah.
Did it say where this was?
In Nevada.
But it was like out. Was it just it was just in Henderson?
I don't know. We might
like around the corner from Marty.
Okay, I just scanned ahead, and the name you just said I just saw. So give me a minute.
Oh, all right, we're getting there.
Okay, Nevada authorities recently arrested Carl Mitchell. Carl with a K.
Good old
okay?
Carl.
Carl with a K.
Don't trust him.
Yeah, as he refused to relinquish what he claimed are his emotional support animals. That might sound cruel when you first hear it, but his critters were decidedly unusual. After all, Mitchell owned 7 tigers.
I mean, did he just scoop them up on clearance when Siegfried and Roy went down?
No, here's the next sentence. You ready?
Yeah.
He claimed the animals, 6 of which he states came from the infamous Tiger King.
Get out of town.
Joe Exotic, as emotional support animals.
Get out of town.
That's despite the fact that tigers are not recognized as acceptable creatures for that purpose. Okay, you want to know what? If you need something cuddly, and like when you see the little ones when they were letting people pet them and paying,
right?
I understand that.
Right, but then there was that one where that like his worker like literally had half their body eaten off.
Yeah,
and they're like, oh, "That's okay. I knew this was part of the risk. What I did. You don't have an arm or a face at this point. I know, but I knew this was the risk.
Yeah, but I love the cats. We don't want to kill the cats.
Don't blame Joe. I knew what I was doing.
Yeah. This is going to emotionally ruin me. Okay,
I will never financially recover.
Yeah, never financially recover from this. Not only that,
I say that every time I go to the grocery store. Can we pause for a second? Can I tangent for a minute?
Yeah.
The other day I was like, hey, have you heard of the transformer table?
No.
It's a table that literally can fold up into 2 feet, but then you can expand into 12 feet.
Oh, okay.
And it just like pull. I thought he was leaning into his mic to say something. No, he's just blowing dust off his counter. So they go around to different Costco's. It's been at the Costco in St. Charles. I think it's been in the Costco at the Joyland. It's been in the Costco at Costco's somewhat near me.
Gotcha.
I was told on Friday that it was going to be at the Costco in Orland Park.
So
we drove on a Sunday
to
Orland Park to look at this table, ask questions about it, just so you see it. Oh, I don't like that color. I don't like that color. This color's kind of acceptable. Do you want it? I don't know if I want to spend that much money. Got back in the car and drove all the way home.
Yeah.
Like, do you want to buy anything? No. Maybe I do, but you see the lot. Like, we are back in the Frozens, and that person is not waiting to get in the freezer. That person's waiting to check out at front,
right?
Which you can almost see from here. But
and it's
self
checkout.
Yeah,
most of it's self checkout.
Way up there. I'm like, no, we're going home.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, but you're right. If we don't get this, I'm not getting in that line.
Right. If I'm not somehow like folding this transformer table into my Honda, you can put that giant bag of popcorn away.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't care how good it is.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. So, that needed to be said.
Yeah.
Okay, that needed to be said. Here's the deal. Mitchell reportedly lacked the proper permits to keep the big cats. So in Nevada...
wait, are there proper permits?
Yeah, what do you get? You're not building a deck.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, we might put some cats in. How many permits we need?
Oh, you don't need permits for cats.
Yeah.
Loophole.
Yeah. Here's the deal. You're going to inspect the cats? Then I'm only going to have one.
Yeah.
I'm just going to have one.
Yeah, I'm going to have some cats.
Yeah. Right.
Are they Thundercats?
Yeah.
Thundercats.
So the real thing would be, you're right, is if you go, first off, you can inspect. I'm only going to have one. Okay. They can only go outside one at a time. Okay. We can never put them all outside.
Right.
Because they're going to be like, that place has.
That's.
Yeah. The place
I
has.
don't remember. Is this one different? That would be cool though. If every time you ring his doorbell, it was like Thundercats are on the move. Thundercats are loose. This doesn't. You think he has tigers in there?
He comes out. He's like, my name's Lionel with a K.
Yeah.
I know you're Carl. Don't tell me what you are. Yeah. Schnarf, bro. Okay.
Settle down, Panthro. Yeah. Settle down.
By the way, we're going through this whole thing. All right. If you understand what we're saying, you're the coolest people on the face of the earth. If you don't, hey Google. Thundercats.
Thundercats.
Oh,
he got it.
Yeah, he got it. See?
Matt got one.
Yeah. No, he didn't get one. He couldn't get the dust off his thing. He's frustrated.
No, he finally found that woman in Portland.
Yeah. Got her.
There she is.
Got her.
Oh, I got to do a bathroom first? I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out.
I'll drive to Portland. I just don't want to have to go to the bathroom when I get there. All right. So it says no charges have been filed yet, but he intends to get his cats back.
Because they're like, is this on the books? We know this can't be legal, but what is it we're charging him with?
So that said, he claims he doesn't need a permit. The tigers are his emotional support animals. All right. Well, are tigers legal emotional support animals? The answer is no, they are not. Here's the deal. I don't think you need to Google that. I don't think you need to go down and find it in writing. I think you're going to know right now.
Right.
They're not. Any animal that can kill you probably shouldn't be your emotional support animal. Okay. You're looking for something to make you feel warm and cuddly. I don't think a near-death experience every time you turn around is going to do that.
Yeah.
If so,
and not only that, 7 potential near-death.
Yeah, correct.
Actually, if you count all 4 limbs and the mouth, that's 5. That's 35. That's 5 times 7.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because one swipe of their paw will kill you.
Front, back,
right?
Mouth. Yeah. There's a whole.
By the way, once you're dead, regular house cats eat you when you die. Imagine what these things do. But it says, let's see here. Here's a quote. I am a 100% disabled veteran with PTSD. Okay, look.
Was he disabled before or after the cats ate?
I was going to say, starting now. But it says, the Department of Veterans Affairs and my doctors have approved the tigers to work as support animals. Okay, I don't think you call the government and go, hey, bro, can I hug a cat? And they go, sure. And you're like, it's a tiger. You know what I mean? You don't come in. Yeah, I didn't say tiger.
Oh, you guys. I didn't see this.
Yeah, this is going to be awkward. But can I have 7 cats? Yeah, whatever it takes to feel better, bro. Okay, thanks. And then you hang up the phone.
But you hear this.
Yeah.
Why is that guy backing up a car? I mean, why is the guy backing up a truck? It's just 7 cats, right?
But it says Nevada has been trying to seize the tigers for years due to a lack of authorization. On April 2nd, officials finally raided his property. So this is fresh. According to the sheriff's office, they discovered that some of the tigers visibly appeared underweight, which, I don't like hearing that because that means they're being By the way, you have an emotional support animal that can kill you and you're mistreating it.
And
it's malnourished.
Eats like a quarter of a horse a day.
Yeah.
And you have 7 of them.
Yeah. And it's hungry because you haven't fed it properly. Guess what it's going to eat? Whatever it can get a hold of,
That was part of the whole thing of Joe Exotic, is that he was getting questionable meat because he couldn't afford actual real food.
In a non-refrigerated truck.
Right.
He'd have it dropped off and they're feeding it for 3 days.
Was there a pharaoh in here? Yeah. It smells like onions.
It smells like onions and ass. Weird. Was some guy here crapping on a turtle? Did that happen? Where was the guy? That's what's weird. Imagine somebody else being like, I need you to fart in my tiger food trailer.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. What if this guy's the son?
That's what it is. But it says, here's this quote. They have 5-gallon containers for water and they're watered every day.
They're not plants.
Yeah, but they show up at 6 a.m. I also had a truck full of food feed them this morning. Well, that's this morning. Do you feed them every day? And honestly, I don't know about animals like that. I know at the zoo, there's a feeding time for most animals. I walked around Animal Kingdom, when the family was doing other rides, and I was like, I walked through and they were showing this is in the morning, real early.
Right.
And here comes the gorillas out to eat, and they put the food out there and they all come out and they come up because they have a feeding time. They know that's when the food's there. They don't do it later on. They do it at one time. So I understand if the tigers eat one time a day. I understand that. But do they eat every day?
Yeah. What if the truck's late?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. Right. But it says, he said in a prison interview, so he is in jail right
Good.
now. So it says, as they walked around the property when it came to take the tigers, he refused, and then he was taken for resisting arrest. So he was arrested for resisting arrest, for defying them. They found a handgun in his possession, which is okay. Listen, as a convicted felon, he's prohibited from owning guns.
I like how, hey, you can't have guns. 7 tigers, we're not sure.
Right. Did he shoot you? No.
That's iffy. Is it any of the amendments? No.
You know what's weird?
None of the Bill of Rights? All right.
Okay, he's got a holster, but he's got 2 bottles of Sweet Baby Ray's in that holster. What does he do? He just squirts it on the cops?
No, get
him.
He's got one of those like sticks with a yarn ball on it. But a really big one. Like, what's he doing?
What is that? Is that what do they call those things they used to beat people with? The spikes?
Oh,
Instead
mace?
It's just it's just a yarn ball. That's all it is. They're like, what is he going to hurt with that? Yeah. And as soon as it goes over to him, they're like, rawr.
Actually, he's got 2 like laser pointers in his thing. Like, boom, boom. I'm not carrying a gun on you, officer, but I'll get you.
So in the end, he was released on a $6,000 bail the same day. The tigers, however, have been reportedly taken to an undisclosed out-of-state sanctuary. But it says he was going to appear in court April 15th. Remains to be seen if he gets tigers back. Here's the deal. He had $6,000 to pay bail.
Right.
I got to think this guy's got to have a lot of money because getting a truck full of food every day for these animals is insane. 7 tigers. I'd be interested. I know we don't have a Google guy here yet, but I would be interested to know how much food they eat in a day. How many pounds of meat? It's got to be intense. You know
what is this? I got to do my own Googling?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. What do we? This is a ghetto operation here. Hey, if you want to record, come on down to Audio High Podcasting. He leans in. He's like, no.
In the wild, they consume between 10 and 25 pounds of prey a day.
A day?
A day.
So let's say 20 pounds of meat.
Now here, there's another thing that says, this according to the Smithsonian, tigers hunt about once a week and consume as much as 75 pounds of food in one night.
Really? So where's that 10-year-old we've been missing? Oh, well, here's the deal. The food truck didn't show up today, and he was petting the tigers. So, but yeah, in Nevada, I'm guessing rural Nevada. You know what I mean? You're not in town. It's not like they you're in a condo. It's like
it says you will spend about $300 per week to feed a tiger.
$300 per week?
A tiger.
A tiger. So that's $2,100 a week. Wow.
Yeah, so that's 3 weeks of not feeding the tiger to get out of jail.
Yeah. Listen, guys, you're going to be hungry.
I mean, I can pay the bill, but they're going to be pissed.
You have to look malnourished today. You need to come back in 3 weeks. It's going to get gross.
I mean, they're not going to be able to poop on anyone's desk. They're not going to be able to do a bathroom before farting on someone's turtle.
I was going to say, they're not going to come in at 2:45 in the morning and go,
This has been a real...
If you hear that noise, okay, at 2:45 in the morning, I'm getting up. I'm up.
This has been a real waste episode. A lot of poop in this episode.
lot of excrement.
A lot of farts and poops.
A lot of excrement. See, I would remember, but I just came through the door, so I have no idea. Where can they find us, Ted?
You can find us doing a bathroom on our boss's desk. Or maybe Mac's table. He's not behind the screen. He won't know. You can find us at thatchecksout.net. All the socials, that checks out. WDT. Don't forget, we do have merch. Check that out on our website. Ooh, you can come down here to Audio High Podcasting Studio. Do your own podcast. You'll meet the proprietor, Mac. He is our audio producer of this show. Damon and I executive produce everything else. That means Damon does stuff and I talk into the microphone. That's how we work it. Jerry was not here for this episode. We'll pour one out for him. He is still alive. I need to put that in the disclaimer because that gets confusing sometimes.
He's got a squeeze.
We will catch you next time. Yeah, his squeeze does get worried.
Jerry's got a squeeze.
When we say Jerry's in here, his squeeze gets worried.
He's squeezing his snackies right now.
Headless. Headless snackies.
Headless snackies.